G'day, Tegan Buckley here from Mallee Marketing. Frequently asked questions that I get all the time: websites, email domains, or email hosting. What's the role of your website? How do I use social media with your website? I'm just going to keep it simple for you. I want to just not geek out and get too overcomplicated. So you're going to hear a lot of frequently used terms such as websites, emailing, domain name, social media, email marketing. So I'm going to keep it super simple for you. Also, if you really took a lot away from this video, I would love for you to share this out with your network so that I can help more people. And also give me feedback if something just didn't make sense. Let me know and I'll happily walk you through it. I also have a masterclass training on how to decrease advertising and get more leads. There's a link below this video, so if you would like to sign up for that free training, just click the link below, register for that, and you can have a look a little bit more on social media marketing and how to generate leads from that, as well as building on some of the concepts that we're going to be going through in this video. So no matter what hat that you might wear, whether you're a business owner, producer, farmer, consultant, whatever hat you wear, I think it's really important for you to understand and know some of these really basic concepts because they are a natural way of digital marketing. They're, the rise of the digital age. It's really important to understand and know some of these concepts and how the system works when it comes to marketing online. So we're going to start right at the top. We've got your URL name, so that's your domain name. And that's quite often the www.x businessname.com.au. That's new actually, .com.au, and so on. So your URL is that first step in, understanding how to set up your website, custom email, and landing pages, because it's really important to have somewhere for your prospective customers or people to learn more about you and your business. Some people just have social media platforms and that's totally fine to get started, but at some point you're probably going to want to build a website because there's so many benefits of your website to use in your marketing funnel and to create relationships with your customers. And that's something that I really enjoy teaching, is how to build loyal, good, solid relationships with customers and stakeholders. So you've got your domain name. Now that's registered with a authority body. All you have to do is Google search domain name registration and something will pop up. I use GoDaddy and I have used Google in the past. And I've also used Venture IP, which is an Australian brand. And then once you've got your domain name, next step is your website. So of course, when people put in or click on your link to go to your website's going to come up. That's called your content management system, CMS. And there's a few different options out there, such as WordPress, Wix, Weebly, Squarespace, Shopify, Webflow. So many different website options out there. Apologies if I missed one of them, but you get the picture. So when you start to set up the website, there's going to be an overarching host. So you're going to pay a yearly fee that will host your website. And that might be directly through whatever platform you're using. You'll also have an SSL, which is a security label. So that's that little lock symbol on the top of your browser. That will also be hopefully set up through your hosting system as well, so that Google knows that your site is safe and protected. It's a must for ranking in Google search engines, as well as if you're offering a product or service for purchase online, it must be secure. And essentially it stops hackers from getting in the back end. So that's the website, and that'll be connected to your URL. So people click on your domain name, they go to your website, it's hosted with someone, you've got landing pages, homepage, services, about us. From there, you might have a custom email address. For example, mine is tegan@malleemarketing.com.au, and that would be hosted by someone else again. Mine is hosted with Google. there's, you might have a free email, which might be with BigPond or Gmail or something. That's a free email system. When you go with a custom email, such as, your name at yourdomainname.com.au, that's when you have to pay. And that will be linked most likely to your website or hosted separately. To keep things simple, I usually just host my website with Wix. And then I've also got on, as part of that, linked with Google Workspaces. It used to be called G Suite, and that just keeps everything really simple. Then you're going to want a customer relationship manager system, CRM. That's basically where you set up all of your customer contact details into a platform such as MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, HubSpot, you name it. There's a whole range of different options and apps and tools out there. You'll pay for that as well, unless you use MailChimp, the free version, but MailChimp will put their stamp on everything. And then basically from there, you can set that up to be automated if you want to. So if someone comes from, let's go a different color now. If someone comes from social media, for example, and they've landed on your website to download a catalog or something, let's call it a lead magnet. A lead magnet is something that basically, to get something, you have to give us something in return, and most likely with business, it's give us an email address so that we can follow up with email marketing. So they've gone from social media to your website because you know that social media is borrowed real estate. We don't own our followers, we don't own anything. We need to get people off of social media onto our website to give us their email address so we can start to build our email list to be automatically entered into our CRM, MailChimp, ActiveCampaign, or I use Wix. Wix is my website, and that's just a lot easier to set up contact forms and everything. When people land in your email list, quite often you can actually send a trigger. So you can set up in the back end a trigger. So if someone goes, okay, I'd love to receive your catalog on your website, it can speak to your CRM to automatically send them an email, which is really clever, and it saves you so much time. From there, you've got your lovely email list in your CRM. So if you ever want to send bulk emails out to your client list, you've got that. It's all set up in the back end. And that's sort of the role, I guess, of all of these different platforms. I really touched the surface. I could go a little bit further into your website, but there's opportunities to link that back to social media, and that's called retargeting ads. So there's a thing called paid advertising on social media. I'm sure you've all had an ad pop up if you use social media, Facebook or something. And often if you've just been visiting, say, a website because you're looking at an Angus stud and looking at their genetics, and you're like, oh wow, now I've got all of a sudden getting ads from them. Like, I haven't even liked them on Facebook yet. I've just seen their website. That's because they've got something called a pixel set up. So it's a little bit of code in the website, in the back end. I teach my clients how to do this, or their designers set it up for them. And it links back to social media. And then from there, we can retarget these people with ads. And that's a whole other ball game that I will not go into in this video, but I just want to show you the power of actually what a website can do for your business and how it all links in together, because there's just so much that we've barely scratched the surface. It just saves on advertising costs. You end up with a lot more data and analytics. You're understanding who's coming from where and looking at what the behavior is online for your prospective customers. The more that we know about our customer, the better we can do when it comes to promoting and marketing to them. So there's a lot of different things going left, right, and center here. I will be going much further into social media marketing in my free masterclass training. There'll be a link in the description below. Register for that, it's free. I just go and explain a lot more details on how you can utilize it to decrease advertising costs. As you can see, there's a lot of setup and a lot of tech, but I always encourage my clients to not get too bogged down and to keep everything really lean, simple. You know, I got sick of all these subscriptions going left, right, and center. As you can see, there's like multiple different working parts, moving parts in this marketing engine, that I just ended up going with one platform, which was Wix, registered my domain name, registered my custom email. Wix has like a back end of, you know, email, customer relationship management. They have templates in there. So I just literally upload a template, swap out some photos and some website copy. There's a lot more involvement in that, which is what I teach in the Marketing Accelerator, a bit of sales psychology as well in there. But that's essentially how I like to explain as best that I can all the different moving parts of digital marketing, landing pages, and tech. Let me know if you enjoyed this video so I can keep creating more for you, and I look forward to seeing you inside the masterclass. Bye for now.